We're going to sit up nice and tall, shoulders up, back, and down. Eyes can close, or the gaze is right off your cheekbones. Start by bringing your attention to your breath as you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. As you focus on your breath, breathe diaphragm, ribs, chest. When you exhale, feel your breath release all the way out. Inhale is diaphragm, ribs, chest. When you exhale, feel your breath release all the way out. We stay here for a few more breaths. Feel your breath come into your side rib cage, all the way up to the bottoms of your armpits. When you exhale, you're releasing all the way out to the bottom of your belly. At the end of your next breath, open your eyes and meet with your hands, heart center. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, side stretch to the right. Bring your right hand down, reach up over on the left. Here's your inhale, reach center. Exhale, side stretch to the left as you reach up and over. Reach up to the center, side stretch to the right. Reach up center, side stretch to the left. Here's your reach up, gentle twist to your right. Let your arms come down as you sit a little taller. Fingertips reach up, gentle twist to the left. Reach up, hands return to heart center. Now I'm setting my block off to the side. If you want to stand on the block, you can. We're going to take our fingertips, reach them out in front of us, give ourselves a little bit more stretch through our back, our hips. Once you are there, walk your hands to the right. And now shoulders relax and feel the lengthening through your spine. Bring your fingertips back to the center, and now we walk them off to the left. Bring your fingertips to the center. Bring yourself all the way up, and we are meeting in all fours on our hands and our knees. We start with the cow cat for the movement through our spine. You want to feel a nice opening, lifting as your belly drops to the mat. And then exhale. Drop the top of your head, your tailbones towards the mat. Inhale is a lift as your belly drops. Exhale, pull your belly up, top of the head, tailbone drops. Take two more at your pace as you get this movement through your spine. At the end of your second one, we meet back in neutral. Give yourself a wrist stretch here. Start by taking your fingertips out to the side You might feel a good stretch there. If you can take it further, fingertips can come all the way back. Release your fingers to the front. We're flipping the top of our hand over. Wrist stretch, forearm stretch on this side. Then we switch, take it off to the other side. So you're taking the top of your hand towards the mat. Release. We're going to slide all the way out onto our front side, practicing our Sphinx pose here. Reach your toes away. Ground the tops of your feet down. Forearms down. We are lifting the top of our head up and away. Ground down into your elbows and gently slide your elbows towards your hips. They stay grounded. You're doing a little pulling movement to get a little longer through your spine. Release down. It is Cobra Pose. We're taking 3 cobras at your pace. Hands are by your rib cage. It is an inhale when you lift. Exhale. Release down. 2 more. You go at whatever height feels good for you and make it feel really nice through the back side. Inhale is a lift. Exhale is a release. Here is Child's Pose. Press your hips back. They can stay up higher. Tuck your toes if you like this version. If you like to let your hips slide back far, get a little deeper, choose that version. Whichever one gives you the best stretch is the one you would take. Take one more breath. From there, you would start bringing yourself to all fours and into your downward dog. Hands are grounding down on the mat, toes tucked under. Lift your hips, press back. Let's bend our knees, press your hips back, really lengthen right here through your spine as you push your hips back. Hands are grounding on the mat. You straighten your legs, lift your heels as high as you can. You're on your toes. You're going to push your hips back, push your heels down towards the mat. They don't have to ever touch. It is the direction for them to go. Let your neck relax. Connect with your breath. You're breathing diaphragm, ribs, chest. From here, you step or walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. There's your long spine. Forward fold. And now reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. Here's your inhale. Reach up. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Fingertips are to the mat. Left foot steps back. Low lunge. Set yourself up to open up through your hips. You're grounding your feet. Fingertips reach up here. I kept my back toes tucked under. It adds a little more stretch through your quadricep and your hip. Right fingertips come down. Left fingertips reach up a little bit further. Lift your right hand. Here comes hands to the mat. Lift your back knee and we press off. Meet in a halfway lift. There is your long spine. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. Here's your inhale. Reach up. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Fingertips to the mat. Right foot steps back. Low lunge. Tuck the toes under. Find your balance. Reach your fingertips up. Lengthen through your waistline. Left fingertips come down. Reach, extend through the right side. Left fingertips up. Take your inhale. Hands release to your mat, exhale. Lift the back leg. Here's your push to the front. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. Here's your inhale, reach up. Forward fold is your exhale. Halfway lift. Bring your hands to your mat, step your feet back. It's your plank pose. Hold your plank pose here. Remember, plank can be on your toes. You can choose to bring it to your knees. Whichever one fits you best today is the version you would take. From here, lower to the mat, it is your Cobra Pose. Take 3 cobras, however high you want to go, whichever version works for you. Stay connected with your breath. At the end of your 3rd cobra, it is your downward dog. You can lift up from plank or go into all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Stay here as you connect with your breath. At the end of your breath, step, walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. Here comes your inhale, reach up. Forward fold is your exhale. Halfway lift. Bring your hands to your mat, step back into your plank pose. Hold your plank pose here. Feel the length as you press your heels away. Downward dog. Lift your hips, press back. From your downward dog, lift your right leg, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, and now take your foot across to the left. So you're opening up through your hip flexor, your quad. Both your hands keep grounding evenly, shoulders stay low. Release the right foot down to the mat. Lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up. You're going to take the heel across your midline, off to the right. Release your foot back to the mat. Lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. And now bring your foot through. It's our low lunge. You're taking the foot between your hands. Back knee up or down. I'm going to be grabbing my block. It's handy. We're adding our twist here. Remember, that's always an option. Back leg up or down, hand on the mat or on the block. Once you are lifting, add a twist. Really reach the top of your head, and then opposite arm goes up. So your right fingertips are up towards the ceiling. Back leg is still active. What is your front leg doing? It should be knee right over your ankle as your foot grounds on the mat. Release your hand down. We're meeting downward dog. Lift your hips, press back. Lift the left leg. We bring the left leg through low lunge, so it's coming all the way through. Back knee up or down. Block if you choose. Right here, you feel the full grounding down. Your first, it's a twist. Once you have the twist, fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Stay connected to your breath. Hand comes down to the mat. Downward dog, lift your hip, press back or lift your leg back. Stay connected with your breath here. Plank pose, glide forward. Now from your plank, it is a side plank. Ground down through the right hand. Take it off to the side, lift your hips, fingertips are reaching up. Return to your plank. Hold your plank here, reset yourself. And when you're ready, we ground into the left. Take the right fingertips up. Hips are lifting. Now you can always choose to set your bottom knee down on the floor. Release into your plank pose. Hold your plank. Downward dog. Lift your hips. Press back. Take one full breath. Breathe the diaphragm, ribs, chest. Full exhale. From here you would step, walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. It is your high lunge. So your right foot stays to the front, left foot steps back. First, get your feet. Once you have your feet, fingertips reach up. Shoulders relax. Stay connected with your breath. Hands are coming to your heart center. Add your hinge as you reach through the top of your head. Back leg is still strong, super strong through the front. Engage through your core. Add your twist to the right. I'm taking my tricep around, but you can choose to keep it smaller if that feels better. Once you're there, press your palms together. Return, hands, heart center. We open to your warrior two. Open up your back foot. Let your fingertips reach front to back. Reverse your warrior. Flip your front hand. Reach back. There's the length through the front side. Strong front leg. So if you straighten the leg, can you bring the bend back in it? Extended side angle. Take your forearm to your thigh. Let your back arm reach. Warrior two, as you bring yourself up, sink a little more in the pose. Strong legs, pull your inner thighs together. Straighten your front leg. Toes go straight ahead. Forward fold. Hinge. Give yourself a nice stretch for the back side of your body. Halfway, all the way down if that works. Halfway lift. Soften your knees. Bring yourself all the way up. And we meet at the top of our mat. Hands, heart center. High lunge. Take your right foot back, left foot stays to the front. Fingertips reach towards the ceiling. Hands come to your heart center. Here's your hinge at the waist. Once you're there, keep reaching through the top of your head. Add your twist. Press your palms together, add a little bit more twist if it works. Hands pressed together, strong back leg. Hands come back to heart center. I'm tipping. Here comes your warrior two. Open up and settle into your warrior two pose. Reverse your warrior, flip your front hand, reach back. Extended side angle, bring your forearm to your thigh, reach your back arm. Warrior two as you bring yourself up. Straighten the front leg. It is side to side lunges. You can take it off to one side, off to the other. I do want to say if you're comfortable going deep, feel free to take your fingertips all the way down to the floor. That does not work for me, but if you like to take your lunges low, please feel free to do that. If you like to keep them higher, feel free to do that as well. We're going to meet in the center, taking one more forward fold. That means our toes straight, point straight ahead. You hinge at your hips, bring yourself down. Halfway, if that's what is best for you, or top of the head all the way down towards the floor. With your inhale, it's halfway up, knees are soft, you bring yourself all the way up to standing. Take a big step to the top of your mat, hands, heart center. Here's your inhale, reach up. Forward fold is your exhale. Halfway lift. Hands are to your mat, it is plank pose. Hold your plank. We lower to the mat. It is your Cobra Pose. Take just one. Downward dog. We all meet in downward dog. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. We are adding some crunches here. It is knee to nose, glide forward, press your leg back. Knee to nose, glide forward, pause, press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back. High lunge, bring the foot right between. You're staying on the ball of the back foot, fingertips reach up. Hands come to your heart center. Add your hinge. Here is your twist. Now either press your palms together or open your fingertips, ceiling to floor. Return to your high lunge. Fingertips are up. Warrior two. Open up the back foot. Settle into your warrior two. With your breath, reverse your warrior. Reach back. Extended side angle. Here's a reverse is your inhale. Extended side angle is your exhale. One more time. We are holding our extended side angle. Let your breath go. Now let your fingertips reach up towards the ceiling of the top hand. Bottom leg straighten, triangle pose. Hold it here. Feel the length. Keep reaching through the top of your head. With your inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Take a big step to the top of your mat. And we go through our vinyasa here. Reach up, inhale. Forward fold is your exhale. Halfway lift. Hands are to your mat. Step your feet back. It is your plank down into your Cobra Pose. We all meet in downward dog. Connect with your breath in your downward dog. Lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Add your crunches. It is knee to nose, glide forward. Press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back. One more crunch in, it's your glide forward crunch. Press your leg back. High lunge, take your foot through your hands, reaching your fingertips up. Hands are coming to your heart center. Add your hinge. Here is your twist. You can either stay here, press your palms together, get really active, or reach and lengthen fingertips ceiling to floor. Check in with your breath. Hands return to heart center. And release, bring yourself all the way up. It is your warrior two. Open yourself up, warrior two. Ground down into your feet. With your breath, reverse your warrior. Reach back. Extended side angle. Reach forward. Reverse is an inhale. Extended side angle is your exhale. Here's your reverse. Here's your extended side angle. We stay here. Feel the length. Fingertips come up towards the ceiling. Bottom fingertips towards the floor. Straighten the bottom leg. There's your triangle pose. Steady breath. With your inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Take your step to the top of your mat. We go through our vinyasa here. Reach up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Hands are to the mat. Plank pose. As we take our cobra lower to the mat, your preference, how you get there. We all meet in downward dog. Connect with your breath here. Nice inhale, nice exhale. At the end of this breath, you can step, walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. We're going to practice our tree pose. So find a spot that you like to practice your tree pose. We'll start standing on our right foot. Hands, heart center. Ground down through your foot. Lift up through your hip. That means you're also engaged through your center. Kickstand. Low or high. Arms can lift, raise when you're ready. It's your pose. You choose where you want to take it today. Let your arms release. Let your legs release gracefully. And then we get ready to take it over to the other side. Kickstand. Option one. Stay lifted. It could be lower leg. You might choose to bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. Just be aware if you set your foot on your knee, be soft on your knee joint. When you try to get your leg up higher, you keep it there by pressing your thigh and your foot together. So you're using quite a bit of force. So if you have your foot on your knee, keep it soft. Check in with your breath. And we gently release our arms. Release your legs. Give yourself a little shake. We will be meeting at the top of our mat as we get ready to take it down to the floor. We start with a nice inhale, reach up. Forward fold is your exhale. We're staying for an extra breath. Feel the release here. Feel free to bend your knees. Check to see if you let your neck relax. That means the top of the head is going towards the floor. Your shoulders relax down. You're grounding into both of your feet. And as you exhale, that is a chance to settle and get a little deeper into your forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands can come to the front of your legs. You can press your hands gently into your shins. Lengthen, get long through your spine. Take an inhale. Hands are coming down to the mat. Plank pose as you step back. From your plank lower to the mat, it is going to be Cobra. We're going to stay down, take a Cobra. At the end of your Cobra, we are practicing our Locust Pose. Let your fingertips come by your thighs. Toes are reaching away. Here's the lift of the upper body. As long as it feels good for your lower back, you can lift your legs. So we reach the top of the head away. Your toes are reaching away. And you're lifting and lengthening. Take one more breath. Release it down. Hands are coming by your side. It is going to be your downward dog. So however you choose to get to downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips. All fours. We're bringing ourselves to our hands and our knees as we get ready to practice our crunches here. Take your left foot behind, right fingertips to the front. Lift your arm and leg. Here comes your crunches. Bring your elbow to your knee. Extend out long. Bring your elbow to your knee. Crunch. Extend out long. Here's your crunch. Little pause. Extend. We have two more. You are going to crunch in. Pause. Extend out long. Here's the crunch. Pause. Extend. Release this side. We take it to the other side. Start with the right foot back. Left fingertips. Here's the lift. Add the crunch. Elbow to knee. Little pause. Extend out long. Here's the crunch. Engage. Press your foot away. Here comes the crunch and your pause. Extend. It's a crunch, pause. We have one more as you crunch and bring it in. Extend out long. Bring your hand, foot down to the mat. Add a cow cat. Nice inhale. Exhale, round release. So from here, we're going to take a stretch. I'm going to face you. We're going to take this right leg. Now, if this does not feel good for you, you might want to grab your block. Your legs are crossed so you have your knees one in front of the other. You're opening your feet up to the outside. You're taking a seat. Now, if that doesn't work, you can take your block, set it underneath your hips. And if that still doesn't work, uncross your legs and skip the bottom half. We're going to stretch our upper body as well. So our knees, our goal is to bring them one above the other. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. Big stretch for our hips. You're going to open your arms up to the side, give yourself a hug. This left arm is on the bottom. We are going to go into eagle arms. This is option 1. Option 2, fingertips will go towards the ceiling. Option 3, add the full twist. Check with your breath. Release your arms. Give yourself a little shoulder roll. We need to switch the leg that's on top. So if it works for you, come back into your all fours. Uncross your legs. We're switching to the other side. That means your left leg crosses in front. Now you're gonna have to, if you have a block, you're gonna have to take your foot to the outside of your block. And then here comes having a seat. And you might notice one side feels way different than the other side. And if you can do this all the way down on the mat, that is fabulous. Right here, arms open. It is your eagle arms. Right arm is on the bottom. We start with the hug. Big stretch for the back of your shoulders. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. If you like to take the full wrap. If you have more space in your shoulders, deeper stretch. Elbows lift up. Forearms press away. Release your arms. Give yourself a nice shoulder roll here. And now gently uncross your legs. We're taking them out into a wide angle. I'll be sitting all the way down on the mat, but feel free to stay on the block if that feels better for your back. We're taking this stretch right here. Toes are towards the ceilings. Knees are towards the ceiling. Hinge forward. You can let your hands stay down on the mat. Let the top of your head reach forward. That means we're trying to keep a nice long spine. And check to see, did your toes stay towards the ceiling? Did your knees stay towards the ceiling as you hinge and lengthen? Bring yourself all the way up here. You can gently slide your feet in there in front of you. Hands come slightly behind your hips. This is your staff pose. Toes are towards the ceiling, knees towards the ceiling, shoulders come down. You sit up a little taller, bring your chin towards the chest, activate your legs. So even though we're sitting, you want to feel your shoulder blades come down and together. Activate through your legs, feel your quadriceps engaged, feel your glutes get engaged. Take an inhale as you reach your arms up. It is a hinge forward as you exhale. So maybe you reach for your toes, maybe you reach for your shins. If you have your strap handy, another option is to take the strap around the bottom of the feet and take your forward hinge here. If you choose to use a strap, see if you can keep your feet straight and level versus swiveling them in or out. Knees can still soften some. And feel the length through the top of your head. And shoulders stay relaxed. So if you're really tugging and pulling, see if you can let me have the strap. Let your shoulders come back and down, and then add your hinge. Start bringing yourself all the way up here. You can take your strap, set it to the side. We're going to take a twist here. Take your right foot. It can come either in towards your hip, or if it feels good, coming down and over. Activate your left leg, hug your knee in, add your twist. You can stay here. If today it feels great to take it a little bit deeper, feel free to add your twist a little bit deeper. Bring yourself back to the center. You're going to straighten the top leg, your right leg, slide the left leg in. Now we take the left foot over the top, hug the knee in, add your twist. Your twist could be right here. If you want to go deeper, you can start taking the hand to the outside, add your twist here. As a little side note, twisting is great for the digestive system. It usually works best if you twist to the right first and then to the left, or that's what they say in the yoga world. So if after indulging in any meals over Christmas, You might want to add a couple twists throughout the day. Bring yourself back to center. One more time, take a nice wide stretch here. Let yourself come forward wherever it is comfortable for you. Quick little stretch. We're going to bring our legs in. We're coming down to the floor to practice our bridge pose. Bring your strap and your block with you as you bring yourself through. However you get down there, just keep it safe. Now I'm going to be doing the bridge with the block between my thighs. It's a personal preference. You can choose to skip the block or to even use the block underneath your hips. Hands will be by your side. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Shoulders can come under. And right here, you would lift and hold your bridge pose. So we should not feel any pain in our low back. If you do, I want you to either lower your hips, relax your glutes. Sometimes they're super tight. Let your knees shoot forward. Throat is open towards this ceiling. Take one more breath. We gently let our hips come down to the floor. Take a little break. We are going up one more time. So once you take a little break, feet ground back down, pressing into your feet, lift your hips wherever that works for you. If you like to bring your shoulders under, pressing into your triceps is another great option. Throat is open. That means the back of your head is on the mat and your throat is open towards the ceiling. No part of your neck should be feeling any pressure. Check in with your breath. You should have a nice steady breath. And now gently, hips are coming down to the mat. We let our knees come together, our feet open up. That's a little reset for your back. Once that feels good, you can take your windshield wiper legs from one side to the other. As long as it doesn't bother your knees, you can press the top foot arch into the mat. It adds a little more stretch through your quadricep, through your hip. So you might take your time, add that little extra stretch as you windmill your legs one side to the other. From here, we bring both of our knees into our chest or your armpits, whichever is more comfortable. Add a nice hug as your tailbone relaxes down towards the mat. We're going to add a hip stretch. Keep hugging the left leg in, right leg goes out. Hug the knee in, press the right calf muscle down into the mat. You're going to get a little more extension. Here comes strap. If it's handy, if you don't have a strap, that's fine. We are taking the bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. We are going after a hamstring stretch. So you would take the leg wherever you get the best hamstring stretch. And sometimes you'll get a better hamstring stretch if you bend the bottom leg. So keep that in mind if you prefer bending the bottom leg. Add that and you can change where the stretch is for your top leg. We're taking both the straps in the left hand and we're opening the left leg to the outside. As you do this, try to keep your right hip down the best you can. If your knee happens to be lifted, you can even open the knee to the outside to help keep the hip down. Bring your leg back up to center. Switch the hand holding the strap. Take the leg across your midline. Outer hip, outer thigh stretch. Bring your leg to center. Knees come in towards the chest. Start with the hug. Hug the right leg in. Left leg goes out. Extend out long. Big hip stretch here. We start taking the strap to the bottom of our foot. Bottom of the foot goes towards the ceiling. Goal is a hamstring stretch. And remember, you can always bend the bottom leg if that helps. You find the best stretch in the back of the upper thigh. We start opening the leg to the outside. So take the straps in the right hand, leg opens up to the outside. If your left leg happens to be bent, let it fall to the outside to help keep your left hip down the best you can. Start bringing your leg to center. Switch the hand holding the strap. Take the leg across your midline. We bring our leg back up to center. You can take the strap off, set it off to the side. Both of our knees are coming into our chest. We're taking a spinal twist. I'll be taking my spinal twist with my feet on the floor. If you prefer taking yours with your knees by your chest, just keep in mind it changes where you feel the stretch depending where you take it. Walk can come between your knees, or you can choose to use it under or skip the block altogether. You want this to feel good as you take your last spinal twist right here. Bring your legs back to the center so you can gently take them off to the other side. We bring our legs to the center. I'm setting my block off to the side. It is going to be a happy baby. Knees are coming in towards the armpits. Bottoms of the feet go towards the ceiling. You can reach towards the bottoms of your feet. You can reach towards your shins. Little side to side rocking for a back massage here. This is your last pose before Shavasana. If there's any other stretches or moves you would like to do before you let yourself relax down into Shavasana, feel free to take those. Otherwise, we are starting to bring ourselves all the way down onto our mat. You're letting your feet come out to the corners of your mat. Feet can fall open wherever it's most comfortable for you. Let your arms come by your side, palms up usually helps you relax your shoulders down into the mat, but if that is uncomfortable, then find a comfortable position for your arms. Check to see that the back of your head is on the mat. And sometimes it feels better if you take a little pillow or your block underneath your head. So if that feels better, choose one of those. Give yourself a big exhale. Blow your breath all the way out and let yourself relax down into your start letting your breath go at its own pace, its own rhythm. Feel your body soften, relax down into your mat. Gently add some movement into your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath and a long stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Knees can come into your chest. Take them off to one side as you reconnect with your breath. Take a breath or two. Start bringing yourself up into your comfortable seated position where we will meet with our hands heart center. Inhale, reach up. And return to heart center.